Hey guys, what's up? Today I am doing a contour routine. So I'm going to be contouring and highlighting. And so let's get right to it. So I just put foundation on, which is Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation. To contour, I use the Tarte's Pro Glow palette. The contour I'm going to be using, it's amazing. It's cream contour, and I like both cream and powder contour. This cream contour is literally the best. Like, I feel like it works the best, especially for like my skin type and my skin tone and all that. For like my highlighting areas, I use the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This concealer little goes a long way. It's a very creamy. I like creamy textures personally because I have dry skin and I feel like it works better. And this, another holy grail. So I use this, and then I use a dirty beauty blender. Okay, so I first take this. It's a knockoff of the iconic London set. I dip it into shade. And then first, so like, the key to contouring, in my opinion, is like you need to suck in your cheeks like a fish, and you need to like really feel your face to where like your natural cheekbones are. So like mine are like here, and you want to go in an angular motion. If you're going for a sharp cheekbone, you want to go in a sharp angle. But if you're going for more of like a round cheekbone, you want to go in a round motion. With contouring, I just started playing around with it and trying out different things and finding out what works best for me and what I like the best. So you go. And I stop kind of like right before I get to my lip. That's what I use to like start, and like I go in an angular line, so it's like, you know, you want to cut them haters off, you know. It's all about, with contouring, it's all about like shading and like lightening areas. So like highlighting, I'm sure many of you heard before from like the beauty gurus, highlighting is bringing something forward. So like highlighting this part of your cheek, it's one of the highest points on your face, so that's something you want to bring forward. I mean, you do you can contour there if you want. There's no rules to makeup, and if somebody tells you there are rules to makeup, tell them they're dumb and there's no such thing. Like, lean forward, and then I do this because to make my chin more defined and to make me look like I have a sharper jawline. So if you also, something I notice when I contour is to hide this double chin fat, I kind of bring it like down, but not too far where you're covering all of it, but like kind of like that. Beauty gurus are probably cringing when they're watching this, but I mean, it works for me, so I'm gonna do me. And then you go like this. And then when I get to this part of my jaw, I like to go up, defines my jaw more, makes it look more cut. Because I have more of a softer face, and I'm trying to go for more of an angular face. But if you're trying to go for a softer face, create more, instead of straight lines, create more like circles, if that makes sense. Make more of a round shape. If you want round face, round shape, sharp lines. So then I go like that by my ear, so it's all connecting. And so you can already kind of tell, or at least I don't know on camera, but in real life, I can tell that this side's more sharp than this side. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to kind of go in that V shape. And then I'm going to get to that jaw part, and I'm going to do where I go out, and then I go up. So it would look like this. It looks kind of gross, but trust me, with the power of the beauty blender, it'll be blended out. So next is nose contouring. I go like this, and then from where my eyebrow bone is, I don't start where my eyebrow bone is, but I start kind of like here, and I work my way down the side of my nose, like that. Sometimes I mess up, but then there's nothing concealer can't fix. And honestly, if you mess up, makeup's washable. You can wash it off. It's okay. It's just makeup. And I do the same thing to the other side. Okay, now I take this part of my nose, like this part, and I go like this. Because I think it makes my nose look better shaped. This could all be in my head. I look the same, but to me it works. And that's for the cream contouring. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape, like I said earlier, that I'm going to be using for the highlighting. And I take it, I also see like a lot comes out, but little goes a long way. And I take it and I start with my under eyes. And I kind of like dot it. I know a lot of people like smear it, but I dot it because a little goes a long way with this product. And I don't want to like, you know, I put a little bit on my eyelids because my eyelids are kind of like red and veiny and it grosses me out. And I'll set those later. So I kind of dot it, go out to my cheekbones. Come right here, dot on my eyelid. Then I take it and I put it, like I do that little nose weird face again, and I put it on the tip of my nose. I put it on this part of my lip to bring my cupid's bow forward, but I'll also be doing that later, you'll see. Then I put it right here on my chin to bring my chin a little bit more forward, because I like that. Just a little bit of it. And I know after I blend out, I still look really pale, but like that's what bronzer's for. So don't worry if you look like a freaking ghost. And if somebody walks in on you and you look like this and they give you a funny look, say, I'm trying to slay the gods. So then I take my damp, dirty beauty blender and I just start blending. It takes a little bit, but it's okay. So especially with cream contour, you want to be very careful because it does smear easier and all that, so be very gentle. The first time I used it, like, I literally looked like mud. So I used to blend it out with this blending brush that you'll see me blend out my bronzer with later. But this, I feel like it smears it more. Like, instead of having it where I set it to give me those sharp edges, it just smeared it everywhere and made me look muddy. And kind of gross. Instead of smearing and looking all muddy, it looks more sharp and in place, like, especially if you just dab the beauty blender. What I do is I look up in the mirror and make sure all my jaw's all done. So I'm going to go finish setting the rest of my face, and then I'm going to go do my eyebrows and put on mascara because I'm just going to do simple eye makeup, and I'll be right back. So now what I do is go back to the Tarteist Pro Glow palette, and I take Sculpt, and it's the bronzing shade in the palette, and I love this bronzer. Oh, and I also take this knockoff Iconic London little brushy thingy. It looks kind of like a toothbrush. And so what I do is I take it and I put it at the top of my forehead, like across here, because I like the way bronzer looks in the forehead. I don't have a proportionately larger forehead to my face, so I don't like to contour it, cream contour it, where it's like sharp, or like round if you like rounder foreheads, whatever. But I do like to bronze it because I think it makes more like a glowy, bronzy kind of look, and that's the look I like. It looks good once you blend it out. Then I kind of do the same fish face, and I put this on my cheekbones. I'm just placing it, I'm not blending it. Then I also take it, and so like, I think of, when you think of your jaw, I think of like two parts to my jaw. So like chin, this part of my jaw, this part of my jaw. So with the second part of my like jaw, so it's like the chin, the jaw, I take this part and I put bronzer on it because it adds more of a contour effect, at least to me. See, it makes my face look, when I turn to the front, you can already see the difference of how it makes it look more bronzy. Okay, so I do the same thing to this side. Do it to that second part of my jaw, which is like right here. I like to put bronzer down my neck, so my face doesn't look all bronzy, and then my neck looks pale. So what I'll do is I breathe in, and I'll like put some bronzer here and blend it out, because I feel like it connects, because see, here's the cheekbone, and then here's the second part I bronze. I feel like it connects with all that, and so it makes it look more bronzy. And then I'll usually put highlighter like, you know how your collarbones are here? I'll put like highlighter like right here, so it kind of like glows. And so like here, and then I go here. People probably think this is so absurd, but I feel like it makes my face not look so like bronzy, and then my neck looks so pale. Cause I don't know, it just bugs me. But you also want to be careful because you don't want it to look like dirt. I mean, if you want to go for the dirt look, you do you, but I personally don't. That's just not me. If you do it, you rock it, then you do you. So now I take this e.l.f. Blending brush. I don't remember what it's called. I'll try to find it and link it below. Then what I do when I blend my forehead is I blend upwards into the hairline, so it blends with my hairline, and it creates kind of like a two-dimensional shade to my forehead. So like it makes my forehead look more contoured, but it's not like contoured like my cheekbones are. So I just blend, blend, blend. Not too hard though. I don't go all the way down to my temples because I put highlighter here, so I feel like it looks weird. Then go right here, cut up that little hole look. See now how my cheekbones look sharper? Okay, now I take that part and blend it. Blend down my neck. I highlight. And so I go back to the Tarteist Pro Glow palette because I love the highlighters in here. And honestly, it's just easier, especially when like I travel or like when I have dance competitions or whatever, to take the Tarteist Pro Glow palette because it's just all in one. Like I have my cream contour, I have highlights, like I have 4 different highlights to choose from, and then I have my bronzer, so it's really all I need. So when I'm tan, I mix these two together. But I don't have self-tanner on right now, and I'm not tan from the sun because I'm pale, I'm pasty, and it's okay to be pasty. Don't let anybody tell you different. I mix these two because I feel like this one's almost white. Here, let me swatch it. The first one is Strobe, the second one is Stunner, the third one is Lit, and the last one is Fire. So here it is. I take a fan brush. I know a lot of people take those dense kind of brushes. Still kind of like fan brushes. I don't know. I might get around to trying one. So if you know a really good, like, you know what I'm talking about, like the dense highlighting brushes where they're like more dense than like a fan brush, leave that down below because I would be interested in trying it out. But I really like the fan brush. So I mix the 2 lightest colors, Strobe and Stunner, and then I kissy lips and I put it on the high bones of my cheeks. And I do the same on the other side. Excess is on my fan brush and I tap it onto my nose. Then I tap it onto my upper lip. And there you go! That is the completed contour. It's a contour so good, Kim Kardashian herself will be jealous. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and if y'all have any more like questions or want me to do anything else, let me know, and I'll see y'all later. The Josie Moran? There's blue on my mouth. Blend, 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 blend. Tarte, please sponsor me. Like blend, 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 blend. To make my girl, huh? I love that it's uneven. Ew, water just came out of blend, 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 blend. Tell me why I look like Rudolph. Is that a bird? Oh my gosh, I think that's a bird. I swear that was a bird that just like flew by my window. Dude, I have a big head. Oh. No.